we're at Les Schwab right now, and Bookie had some batteries that went bad, but he has a thing for popcorn, and I just saw him raiding the popcorn machine in there. So I'll see if he has a bag of popcorn in his hand when he comes out. Oh, there's the popcorn.
They've got my other battery.
What's that?
The Schwab popcorn.
I know, I saw you. I'm like, you have a thing for popcorn.
I do.
Why'd you have to come here anyway?
Because I go through batteries like most men go through toilet paper. You can never have enough batteries if you have old trucks and tractors.
You and your popcorn.
Classic truck rescue. Still got a lot of trucks to move, but it is thinning out. And I've dealt with the problem children trucks first, the great big ones, the ones that don't move, the ones that don't like to move. Some of them don't even like to move. But I've gotten the problem children out of here. And now we're cleaning up things like this whole back wall of this little warehouse here was covered with tires and wheels, and what we've done is I've had Farmer John set my air compressor up in a barn and go through the tires one at a time and find out which ones will air up, and the ones that do air up we're putting into separate stacks, because I have trucks that have flat tires like that guy right there, and I have trucks that have no tires like that guy right there. And I got an axle for that. And so we're taking all the tires that won't air up, or the tires that we don't need for trucks, and stacking them up over there on Old Yeller. Old Yeller's tired. Anyway, so we're putting tires next to the trucks that have flat tires, keeping a spare stack of all good tires, and we're putting them on frames and trucks. If we have a truck that's got a flat tire, we put one on them. But also I've been thinning out my frame stacks back here. This used to be huge compared to what it is now, trust me. And I've been stacking the frames up on rolling frames. So if a frame has two axles, we put wheels and tires on it and stack a couple frames on top of that, and then I can just load them up just like trucks. Also, we're going to pick up a new trailer to go behind Jamie's truck today. Her truck's called Gopher, so we're going to call her little trailer the Mole, but it's actually not a little trailer. It's a pretty decent car trailer, and we can use that to haul the frames and the smaller trucks, just to keep expediting things. But yeah, so clearing it out real good. And Tug, a lot of people haven't seen Tug. Tug's the one who does all the heavy lifting out here, and you haven't seen him because he's still at the old place doing all the loading work, and he won't be going over to the new place till everything's loaded up. But he got a little mad today, spit on me. Actually, one of the hydraulic lines blew out. You can see all this hydraulic fluid all over the place. We were loading up an especially heavy something or another, and this line right here blew out on me, and that's where you stand when you're driving this thing, and it blew hydraulic fluid all over my leg. Had to go change, and then we went to start Old Yeller up to take it out to the property. So Old Yeller didn't want to start, so you have to keep shifting. Can't deal with the broken hydraulic line right now. Can't deal with Old Yeller's bad attitude right now. That's not a good place to leave the chain. We got strangers that drive by here now. We used to, but we do now. And so what you do is you just shift gears. We're going to leave Old Yeller here for now, and we can get some more tires on the back of that truck anyways. And we're going to jump in Jamie's truck. She's got a trailer loaded behind it with house stuff. Got Farmer John with us, and we're going to run out to the property. Jamie's going to go get rock while Farmer John and I unload the moving van so we can bring it back over here and load up some more stuff. Classic Truck Rescue, heading out to the Classic Truck Ranch. Peace out.
Oh yeah, boy has it come up. Look at this. Goodness. It has not been this high. This is where we used to drive around. That's where I originally got bully stuck. Oh boy. Oh yes, it is. My road apple is underwater. Oh goodness. Road apple is in the pond. That water is, oh no. It is heading. Road apples underwater. This is its path, right through here. Road apples underwater. Road apples underwater. No, well, I mean, he's sitting in water.
The roads are pretty good up to here. I think if we get some in here, we'll be in good shape.
This is the way it flows. Oh, do you hear it? This...
You can almost see it. All right, I'm gonna open your container and Farmer John can start unloading the house stuff. We'll go check out the stream real quick, and then I'll get Curtis back up to this one. Well, this is a relief. We can hear it. We could hear the water from the parking lot, but we couldn't see it. I'll try to hold the camera a little more steady. But we were scared because we drive over the river to get here on the highway, and it was extremely high. Oh wow.
It's way back in there. Look.
Yeah. Well, this is the stream. This isn't the river. This is the stream.
Look at it, we're back in there.
Although I think you could call this a river right now. Wow, that's the highest I've seen it.
Look, it's back flowing back in there.
Well, that's good for us to remember the low spots.
It's a
Look.
island.
So it's up to where that fallen tree is back there.
I wonder if that's our cedar.
That's another spot we don't want to build anything.
There's a fence post and wires.
Yeah, that's our eastern property boundary right there.
So it cuts right across. I see all the fence now.
Yeah, you can see it.
It needs to be on the other side of that tree, because that's our tree.
We don't know for sure about that. The surveyor will tell us. But yeah, it could be.
Get on that. Oh my God.
Wow.
It's a good thing I can't walk on my trail where I was on the other day.
No. Do you want to go down just so we know? This is the highest it's been. We should make note of where there's water right now.
Is this where your dam would be?
Okay, so it's up to where that fallen tree is over there. And then over here, it's up to this group of trees where there's one, it looks like the top split off and fallen down. So it goes up to the base of that group of trees right there.
Maybe the beavers were gnawing.
We just like to keep track of this stuff so I know where the water goes, because the ground gets a lot higher behind that group of trees. So dry up through there. And then it goes in there behind that first high spot and behind it. Okay. I do. I do. I think if the house were right here and elevated using some of these big trees and other posts, and we could thin out the trees, but all these trees look real strong right here. And this is high ground.
Dike, right? This is the dike?
Yeah, this is where the dike starts. Right there. It actually starts right there, look. Right there. And goes down. So as long as, you know, we could just build the house higher up than the dike. And there's a lot of big trees right here. Yeah, it could, but this is a pretty high bank right here. This water's got to come up another 10 feet to even be a threat to this area right here. We'll keep an eye on it. This would be a nice spot for a home. Jamie just takes off out here and goes off in the bushes looking at stuff. And that's the dike right there. And it extends all the way down the it extends all the way down the northwestern part of the property. Wow, this is the highest I've seen this. Look at that out there. There's the river right there now. And look how high this tributary stream is.
Yeah, it comes through here, right?
It comes through the dike and actually comes out down here a little farther on the left.
Yeah.
Right there. Just good to know where the water goes at different heights. Like I said, this is the highest we've seen it. And we're still looking good. It's got to come up quite a ways to get up here. That is the highest it's been though.
Yeah.
That's good. Good to know. Yeah, we were driving over here and crossed a bridge that went over, not our stream, this is our stream, but there's a river right there. It actually dumps into the river right over here to the left. That's the river right there. And that's where it feeds in. This is the highest I've seen this. I think we're all right so far. It's pretty high so I'm standing at the level of the water right now. And that's how high it's got to go to be a threat. Boy, if it got that high, it would be huge though. So this is where the stream over here on my right joins up with the river right there. Holy cow, we have never seen it that high. Boy. Not good. This has been a super wet couple of months, so I mean non-stop heavy rain and a break here and there, not much of one. Oh wow. Jamie saw a huge beam that had washed up on the shore a few days ago, and I'm betting it's probably gone now. She wanted me to come get it with my tow truck. Wow. Holy cow. This is definitely the highest we've ever seen it.
That might be the beam right there.
Where?
Floating. Unless that's a branch, but it's in that general area.
That's not a very big beam.
Well, this was big. It's got to be in there somewhere. Oh,
Yeah, or it could be in Tillamook or something like
that
that.
wasn't there the other day.
No.
Look how high.
Wow. Look at the waterfalls down there. Look. Do you see them? Coming out of the pasture of the neighbors. Is it?
Yeah.
It is a waterfall coming off of their property. Wow.
So the water's all the way up to our dike spot over there.
Holy cow.
What is that thing? That round thing is floating. Oh, it's a soccer ball.
Wilson! Wilson! Yeah, you're a goob too. Poor Wilson. Oh, look, here he comes. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Come on, Wilson. Come on over here. Wilson. Honey, run down there and get Wilson for me.
No.
Run down there and grab Wilson. Where's Farmer John? Farmer John!
That's my perch rock right there.
That is your perch rock right there.
Goodness.
And Wilson, he looks like he's trying to come home, honey. He looks like he's been out there a while. Wilson's looking a little rough. Oh, Wilson. Yeah, come on in, buddy.
He looks a little weathered.
That'll be our flood soccer ball. Come on, Wilson, you can do it. No, don't go over there. That's nasty. Wilson.
There's a backflow. It doesn't move much.
Go get that net out of Kermit. We'll get Wilson in here. I'd like to put him on a stump somewhere.
It's heave. It's a heave.
Yeah, we're going to have to let you go, buddy.
Wow.
Anyway, let's hope it don't get worse.
Get the gravel in.
We're going to have to start praying for God to let up with the rain a little bit, because I am getting a little concerned. This ain't good. It ain't good. It is record rain though.
How many more feet still?
I'd say it's easily 10 feet up here. But you know, it's another 5 feet up there.
Move towards the flat areas first, right?
Yeah, it'll go over there before it comes over here, and it's got a lot of work to do over there. That's one thing to keep in mind.
Well, it's working.
It will go over the bank on the other side before it goes on this side. And I think the Army Corps of Engineers kind of knows what they're doing. They're pretty smart folks, from what I've heard.
Want to go tubing? Go kamikaze? Go
Not right now, I don't. Maybe spring. Anyway, we got to get back up there. Jamie's going to be running the dump truck today, bringing in more big rock. We like the way that big rock's working, huh? It's making it drivable out there, even when it is soupy, with the underlayment under it. And we're going to get out there, get some more work done. I think we're going to make it just fine, moving everything by the end of the year. I'm pretty comfortable with that. Yeah, it is. It's wet but warm.
Just amazing.
Wow, look at that. See, I really need to film shots like this, like where the water goes, because it goes up in there too. There's another tributary. And it'll tell us where, I mean, we're not going to be building down there anyways, but it tells us, it just tells us good stuff. It does. We need to know where that water wants to go. All right, we're going to work. Classic truck rescue. Out in the woods. Just ran into Wilson. Peace out. Oh yeah, that's a cool tree. Wow. This is a neat old tree. It's got ferns and moss growing on it. I like that. But I was just going to get a shot of, look how fast the water's moving in the stream right there. I mean, it's booking right along. And if you look out at the river's not moving quite as fast. See? Jamie's got that darn bone again, I bet. This girl just gets so silly out here. This is the one spot on the east side that concerns me. But it's got a ways to go before it gets up there. And it's going to flood out there before it gets up here. So I think we're okay. We can pray for God to let the rain go ahead and stop for a while, though. I know this part might be kind of boring. I just want to see where the water goes when it gets flooded. And I think we're still pretty high. I've got a road that I just mowed back here that goes along this whole edge of this stream, and I don't see where it's threatened anywhere yet. Not that we would need to use this, but just keeping track of things. That's all. Feel free to say something like, this is Rick's old movie, Bad Curtis.
It's the elephant here, filming Mr. Rick.
Anyway, we just cleared out the parking lot a little bit. Show them the parking lot, John. We decided to not put trucks over there where we had them because that's the high part of our road. So we're going to put some more big rock in there. Trucks in the middle, as long as we have a big turnaround here, we can back up to these containers. We're good to go.
It's a little soft out there. It's a little soft out there, huh?
This might work out pretty good for us, Farmer John.
You never know. Might get lucky.
Oh, Curtis is running pretty good, huh?
Sounds happy.
We don't do that with soft stuff either. Think that'll work for us, bud?
I think that's going to work great.
Yeah. Let's unload this piece.
All right.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff in there, didn't you, John?
This is what I did one day.
Yeah.
Can't really see it.
Farmer John spent a whole day moving all the fenders up to the front of it, loading this thing full of hoods and bumpers. Now we're going to put them in dry storage and we're going to pack them in tight. Classic Truck Rescue. It doesn't look like things are thinning out much because I keep moving stuff from the back up here as I clear room out. But we are starting to narrow it down. A lot of the stuff's come from the back, the buildings and stuff like that. But after today, we have 10 days left to have everything moved. And a problem that I've had, we did get a trailer for James' truck. It'll be very helpful. And Farmer John has been super helpful, emptying out the buildings for us and loading up the moving van. That's time-consuming stuff that he's doing. He's emptied a lot out in here. We're getting there. Still got the other side to do, but there was a lot more in here. I might be Chevy wall art. Anyway. Anyway, I wanted to take a moment to thank one of my viewers. Goes by the screen name of Mr. Comatose, or Toes, however you pronounce it. But he sent me a brand new carrier bearing. Just decided to do that all on his own for Homer, which it turns out that I needed because the one that I repaired and put in there was getting iffy. Went down to Napa Machine Shop in Canby, Oregon, and they actually had this in and out in about an hour's time. And they put a rush on it because they know my situation with having to move all these trucks. So I'm going to go ahead and get Homer put back together. He didn't stop working. He would have kept working, but you know, there's certain things that you don't take chances with, and the carrier bearing's one of them. We've gotten it down where most of the work that we have left to do is hauling trucks, so might as well make sure he's good to go to do what needs to be done. Good thing is we've cleared a lot out of this barn back here, and like I said, it might not look like it, but trust me, a lot's gone. And he'll be able to help me move these cars out of here. There's an old 67 Cuda back there that I'm going to have to take those beams down to get out of there, because those guys, those cars back there, is a Corvette, 73 Corvette, and an old Buick. Those cars back there kind of got built into the barn, and we got to get them out. But in order to get started on all that, slap that new carrier bearing in Homer. And like I said, very nice of my viewer, Mr. Comatose, to send me that carrier bearing. Much needed and appreciated. I also want to take a moment to thank Creston and the crew down at Napa Machine Shop in Canby, Oregon, for really expediting putting on that new carrier bearing that Mr. Comatose sent me. They had the drive shaft in and out in under an hour. They're aware of my situation with having to move all these trucks and wanted us to be safe, and they did it quick, and we appreciate that. Classic Truck Rescue. Got Homer's carrier bearing all fixed up, drive shaft's good to go, and installed this new sling, which was rebuilt by the folks at Intermountain Innovations in Canby, Oregon. And I'm getting ready to haul my first pickup with the sling, and I'm thinking this sling's really going to speed things up. say that's going to significantly help things out. Thank you, Intermountain Innovations, for my new sling on Homer. And it is heavy duty, and I just took that truck for a serious drag out back to make sure everything was going to stay tight and secure, and really liking the setup. You guys did a great job on that. Really good. I like it. All right, let's get this show back on the road. Homer's ready to haul some stuff. Yeah.
Old Yeller. Undisclosed location or bust.
I'm going to pull you in from up here. So I'll watch the front end when you're all the way up. Just hit the e-brake. Yeah, we're good. I'll just come along and forward a little bit. I'm going to take a chance on you. All right, another one ready to go out to the new classic truck wrench. Thanks, Farmer John. Thank you, Jamie.
You're split all the way. You got your hole and it goes. Whoop.
Well, stuff happens. Holy cow, it's busy out here today. We got Farmer John over there running the Curtis moving van. Here comes Jamie with another load of big rock. Still working on our roads. Hi, honey. Keep going a little bit. Up to the right. To the right. I'm just going to back it around that tree and dump it in that big hole. I like this big rock. That's good. We heard you way down the road. Were you scared some old farmer?
Mud on my boots.
Muddy boots.
And in my eye.
Here's mud in your eye. You're doing good today, honey. I'm just going to dump this whole load in that moving water.
Okay. People, let me tell you about my dump truck. It's the best old truck. Let me tell you how
this will fill this whole dip up.
That's Farmer John and Curtis.
Think all the parts inside there.
Deep, 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 deep. Gonna go get another load for me. Woo. Good job, Bullfrog. Let's bullies. I'd like to thank the Academy for voting for me. He'd like to thank all his fans, thank the Academy for voting for him.
I think you're good on gas.
Okay. Peekaboo.
You having fun driving your dump truck today, honey?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're good on gas.
making progress.
You got time for another one?
What time? I'm gonna try. If the gate's open, I'm going in.
All right, thank you, baby.
Try to get one more. You want one more of the same stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna fill that dip in right there.
Okay.
Thank you, honey. Yeah, I dumped that whole pile of rock that Jamie just brought in right there because we got a natural dip right here, and you know, no point in having to climb a hill if you can make it less of a hill. And we're putting some really huge rock out in the middle of that area where they get soupy by our storage containers. It's been a lot of work on these roads, but and a lot of learning, but I think we're going to wind up with some really good roads out here. PGE guy just came in, showed me where my power lines are going. I got to make another road, but that's for after we get moved. Anyway, I'll jump on Pumpkin, get this pile spread out right here, kind of bridge this gap, and we'll keep moving forward. Also, I got a couple trucks that need unloading. Got another parts truck out here, along with Homer, dragging old Yeller and all my tires and wheels. Some people might think it's weird for me to hang on to all those tires and wheels, but they're all for vintage trucks, and some of them they don't make anymore, and people need wheels. They get them from me all the time. Well, still raining. Still got our pod. It doesn't seem to be growing much, and the stream back there has actually gone down quite a bit. But we still have to keep bringing in rock because we got to get our fifth wheel trailer back here. We still have to bring the moving van in and out, and it's big and heavy. But we're real happy with the progress on our roads. We've been bringing in big rock, putting underlayment down, and just really beefing it up. There's still a few spots that we'll have to address, but you know, a couple months ago this was all blackberry bushes, so I think for just a couple of, actually a few people, and that's another thing I've been thinking about. I'm really grateful for both Jamie and Farmer John. There's no way this ever would have happened without them, and we're not done yet, and they've both just been a lot of help, blessing, and I am grateful to both of them. I not act like it all the time. I try to let them know every day that I appreciate it, but they are working hard. I'll show you what Farmer John's been doing over. Holy cow, that's a big guy. Where'd he go? Oh, he's going after something. Anyway, I love the wildlife out here. But yeah, we've been bringing in this size rock and then even bigger rock. This rock right here has really been helping. It doesn't go anywhere when you put underlayment under it. I still have to spread this out. Jamie just brought this load in. Jamie's been doing an excellent job driving the dump truck and staying where she needs to go in it. And you know, we all learned, and I'm real confident with her abilities in that dump truck. She drives it like it's second nature, and good girl. But yeah, so I filled in a little valley right here. Used to go down a hill here and then up a hill to get out. Now it's pretty leveled out. We've got a lot of trucks in. They're kind of spread out right now. Not getting them organized the way I want just yet. Just trying to keep them out of the way. Get them moved. Get out here. Right now we're focusing on this area over here. It's real soupy. We never did put much rock here. We put small rock and we spread it thin, which was a mistake and probably a waste of resources. But like I said, we're learning. We're not experts on any of this. But we do know that putting that underlayment down and putting big rock on top of it makes things better. That seems to be how you build roads out here. And so right now, Jamie's off in the dump truck, and I'm going to show you what she's done to that thing when she gets back. She is totally bonded with that dump truck, and I'm sorry, Farmer John, I know you like driving it, but Jamie likes driving that dump truck and actually doesn't like anyone else driving it, including me. But Farmer John has been super busy out here. Out at our old property, he's been loading the box van up, which by the way is running real good. All the equipment has little issues here and there. You know, my pumpkin tractor, the dump truck, Homer, the wrecker, and Curtis. Every now and then there's something small that I have to fix on them to keep them going, and that can really eat up the time, but you do what you got to do. I wanted to give you a quick shot. I got Farmer John hooked up with a generator and some lights so he doesn't have to work in the dark like a bull. But he's been stacking everything real nice up in the van, and then we bring it over. Here's his little generator shack that he made, and then he's been packing everything in here. Farmer John, I was going to show everybody what you do all day. It's all neat and organized. He's been packing everything in here real tight. We've still got a lot of room in this container to put parts. He's been living with us for the last few days. How you like living with us, Farmer John?
It's all right.
He's like, get out of my face, dude. I'm working. Yeah, he's been doing a good job, a real good job. like I said, in case I don't say it on camera very much, I'm very grateful for Farmer John and Jamie and their help, and there's no way that even this would be here without those two helping me. Farmer John's a good worker, and there'll be a place for him at the new classic truck ranch. I think there already is. Hey, there's Homer way over there. Way over there. There's a road apple poking up out of the bushes. I won't let him get swallowed. He's not as in the bushes as that looks. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Get this gravel spread out. Jamie will be back with another load. I'm confident that we've just about got a handle on being able to drive out here. Could probably stop right now if we wanted, but I don't want to take a chance on getting something stuck over in front of those containers where we got to keep bringing in that big box van. I think it's December 22nd. I got like 8 or 9 days left, but the parking lot back at the old place and the buildings have thinned out quite a bit. I do plan on taking Christmas Day off. It's important to me. Maybe go visit my dad. My mom's in China, but we can go see him. And we gotta rest one day. We've been working every day. Every day. All right, going back to work. Oh, yeah. I do kind of like this pond. The electrical, Portland General Electric was out here yesterday, and figured out we got one more driveway to put in, a big truck driveway, and it's gonna go on the main road right there. We're gonna have a nice big gate, something fancy. It says Classic Truck Ranch, and driveway will go through the middle of a pasture there up to where our building's going to be, and it'll be cool.
Like a freaking ashtray with